chef party virtually.
All right, welcome fireworks to our September team meeting. And we are just now getting started with our meeting part. Everyone has grabbed something to eat. So Laura made the mushu pork, and she said it was super easy. Everything was in the microwave.
Yeah.
And then Casey made the tomato basil soup. I haven't tried that one yet. Cheryl made the chicken adobo, which she didn't follow directions and get something at the season's best, but she did it per my daughter's request, so that counts for something. And then in the quick cooker, I still have it cooking, is the beef, and I can't say that name of that sauce.
Bourguignon.
And with rice. And so that is in the quick cooker right now. So for us all to try. And my son has requested that we at least leave him something to taste when he comes back, you know, because he needs second dinner because he's only had 3 meals today. All right, so I'm gonna hit share screen so you guys can see the screen slideshow, and we're gonna get started, and then we're going to connect to the TV so you guys here can see it too. Okay, let me go over here. This is always the technical challenge, is getting everything to sync when I want it to. Isn't it? What is it? The soup? Come on.
It calls for a 1/4 cup of basil. Yeah, no.
How much you put in?
Like a cup.
Nice.
I just took basil from my backyard, washed it off, and I just stuffed it into a measure-all cup.
Yeah, you cannot be stingy with basil.
And I'm just like, okay, so quarter cup like pressed flat.
Yeah.
Bless.
Bless you.
I'm first.
Okay, that's it. We only say it once, right? We only say it once to Cheryl. Cheryl's highly allergic to cats, and I have 5. But she is a good sport.
Because she comes here every month.
I try.
No, you're
Can I get some credit too?
Yes, Casey's allergic too.
Before I walk in the door, she just doesn't touch anything.
Oh, there's a quick cooker. So that says it takes 10 minutes to, yes. Come on, please work with me. All right, can you all see that yet? Why?
Meeting is canceled. Let's just party.
Okay.
Why are you laughing at
You're gonna
me?
make Tiffany crash for shit.
No, I can't hear. Okay, there we go. Okay, you guys can see virtually, right? And I think our people here can see that. All right, so welcome. Let's go over some of our, and introduce some of our fabulous new faces. So we had 8 new consultants join our team in the last month, so which is pretty exciting. So our one that is here physically in person, and I'm gonna have to turn this like that for a minute, is Wendy. So I'm gonna have Wendy come up. Wendy. Woo. All right, you get to come on up and be first one up in the front in the hot seat, and we are going to present you with your key to your business. All right, so it's symbolic. All right, so this is what this means. It says this is your key to your store. How exciting it is to start your very own business. Just picture yourself opening the door to your new store. You know what? We're going to do you one, you too.
Get your butt up there.
Because I forgot to write you a card. No, get up here.
Get up there. Can I Photoshop Linda in there?
Yes.
I'm not good at Photoshop, but
We'll sign it in a minute. All right. So how have you told everyone about it? How many customers will walk through your doors? That all depends on how you coach your host. How much future business will you have? How many bookings will you get? Will your business grow? Will you need to recruit help? That depends on whether you share this opportunity with others. How many hours a week is your business open? Well, that depends on whether you're full-time, part-time, or just a hobby. You have to treat it like a real store with real walls and real hours. I always mess that part up. If your store is low on sales or customers, do what any other business owner would do. Have a sale, advertise, and spread the word that your store is here and open for business. You are in business for yourself, but not by yourself. You have an amazing team here to support you. Every time you look at your key, remember that you have the ability to change lives, starting with your own. So woohoo! All right, Mary, you have to stand up here because Wendy's on your team. Stay up there. Yeah, stay up. You're gonna Photoshop Linda in. Yes.
all right, let me get extra space for Linda. All right, y'all beautiful.
There we go. All right, so we presented our cards, and I have some rest of them for the people who are not physically here to mail them out. And I think I can't remember who I mailed out last month, so I'll have to figure that out. All right, so look at all these beautiful faces. We've got all of them to welcome, and then here is our update on what we did last month. So our goal was 21,000. We did 19,644, but that was 3,000 higher than what we did last August. So that is really cool. August is a tough month. And like other parts of the country, July is their hard month because they start school in August, where I feel like we start school in September. So we're like vacationing and stuff in August. So I think that's really awesome. We did 51 parties and we had 8 new team members. So very exciting for that 100% kit rebate. And because we surpassed those 2 goals, really awesome. There you go, guys. All right, so here's what our banner looks like. And Sarah gets the unique opportunity. You will be able to be in both Linda's McGuire's Movers and Shakers, and you'll be able to be in Foreman's Fireworks. So you will notice that we copy and paste from each other a lot. Okay. So this is what our banner looks like. So every month I change whatever the little symbol is across the top there. So now we have apples and books. And we have our who was green last month by the 15th, how many new consultants we have, where we are in our sales, and then all that fun stuff. So it is our time to shine in 2019. All right, and then, the clappers are between Sarah and Casey. So give us a woohoo if you have had a coaching call with me since the last meeting. Sad.
We're good. No, you get 2.
Okay. You get 2. You get the 2 little ones. Okay. So the coaching call thing, if you haven't signed up for one, I updated. I'm using an app. It's actually a website. I used to use Sign Up Genius. That was too hard for me to figure out every month. So I'm using Calendary. I can't even say it correctly, but you can pick a slot. Mary got a slot. Danny's got a slot. Kat, who's a new virtual consultant, got a slot already. And you'll set up your coaching call with me. Who has taken some training on Dash? And has anybody beat Cheryl yet? No.
2960.
2960. So if you're any kind of a competitive personality, Dash is definitely built for you. Because you can just see where you are amongst other consultants. I think Cheryl was mentioned on a conference call that you were at the top on a nationwide call. So that is pretty awesome. So if you notice, my hashtag says Chasing Cheryl anytime I do an online training.
I noticed that.
Because I'm trying to catch her. But I love how Dash is intuitive. That was something that started with the change of when we did the new Fast Track Rewards, and Dash came out at the same time. And so it knows what you're doing and knows what you need. So not everybody is at the same place all the time. So, but it is nice too that when you type in your answers, then it allows your upline to see your answers, and then you can have a more meaningful conversation. Anyone do at least 25 booking 2-way contacts since the last meeting? Mary, yeah, I think you did.
Awesome,
and I think Bree did too, but I'm looking at the top of her car right now. Or maybe she's inside a building. I know you guys can't see them. So Mary, what did you find from tracking your calls or your contacts and making that many?
Well, first of all, I think I said it before, is that you have to follow back up. You can't call Tiffany, as my example. Hey, do you want to have a virtual party for me? It's going to cost you 5 minutes a day. And leave a message and then never talk to her again. Hey, Tiffany, it's Mary. Did you have a chance to listen to my voicemail? Have you given it any thought yet? Oh, great. When's a good time for you? And then I always say November, September or October. It's not, well, can you do one this week? It's always an open-ended question so that they can say, oh, well, I'm crazy this month because of school, so I'll take October. And that's the way. That's just open-ended questions and close-ended questions.
And do you like using the tracker?
I don't really use it as good as much as I should.
Using a notebook or something?
I do use a notebook, and
Excellent.
I've got like 3 notebooks going at one time.
Yes.
That I am. So yeah. But I do use them.
Awesome. So that is definitely the key when it comes to bookings, is keeping track of who you're talking to and how. And I have rice on my finger. And how much you're talking to people, because you'll notice that sometimes you forget to circle back with people, and so like they could be in the checkout line at the grocery store, saw your message, and then they didn't think to respond back to you either. How many times have you ever done that? You thought you responded to somebody? So don't feel like you're hounding them. You're just providing the service to circle back because they could have truly forgotten. Yes, or it's been sitting there and you haven't hit send. Yes. So who has talked to someone in a new as a new consultant interview or chat this month? All right, ladies, please share what you have done. Did you do anything? Was it formal? Was it informal? Was it via face-to-face?
Mine was informal, and then I messaged her again tonight. She was going to come, and she said she couldn't. I said, well, let's get together and talk. So I'm
Awesome.
Still, yeah.
And what'd you guys do?
Very informal.
Very
I've known
informal.
Wendy her whole life, so.
Awesome.
And she always works all the time, and I was like, hey, how about working from your home and giving yourself a break? Because, you know, I mean, she's raised 3 kids on her own. And
Wow.
so, yeah. So.
Very cool. And then they've also added team members, so we'll be doing a drawing later for that. Anybody go live here recently? I know Casey has. What'd you guys do live? Cheryl, I haven't gotten to recipe night yet. I haven't gotten to recipe night.
Okay.
All right, so Cheryl stepped out of her comfort zone and did recipe night for the entire team. So do you feel like now you can do it on a virtual? Why?
Because I had backup there.
Yes.
So, and I think Donna and I will do it again like that.
Yeah.
Because we like that.
They did it like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, our first
I
time.
like tag teaming.
Yeah.
So I'll do it again.
Awesome. All right, so Casey, you've been doing some stuff for your customers.
I've been playing with stories.
Oh, okay.
So I've had
Instagram and Facebook?
just Facebook.
Just Facebook.
I
Okay.
don't know how to get on.
Connect, yes.
I can probably do it on Instagram and have it go to Facebook, but stories is new to me. So Melissa is brand new to my team. She's been on it for the last half of August.
Yeah, so like less than 3
So
weeks maybe.
I don't know Melissa at all. He found me through the website, and when you become a director, directors pop up, and she picked me based off of my profile picture.
Nice.
So you don't have to be professional; just look approachable. That's how I
Yes.
feel. You want to look real, and I have a big giant cappuccino cup. So, anyways, Melissa is a big Instagram, Facebook stories person, and she is actually a trainer for the gym, and she's built her clientele through Instagram. And so she has stories throughout the entire day of her just making recipes and showing off Pampered Chef products. She's like, I love Pampered Chef. I might as well be making money off of it. So that's when she signed up. And I'm like, I should probably just do that. And that way it doesn't stick to your timeline.
Right. It kind of goes away.
And it doesn't always, like, I have to play with it to figure out my settings. Like, I don't necessarily want every one of my friends to know I'm going live and then get that notification. But if they scroll through their stories, they can see.
Okay.
So it's not a guaranteed captive audience, but I like the fact that I can click on stories and I can see who has at least gone through each little segment.
Okay.
Because it shows you who has come across it. And whether they watched the whole thing or not, I can tell if they dropped off here or they watched all the way through.
Oh, sounds like we need a tech lesson on that.
I need
very
to
interesting.
get to get Melissa here. She is up in Hampton. And
Maybe we can just zoom her
I
in
know, I
for
need to get- I
something.
need to
Okay.
get her tips because that's how she's built a successful business outside of Pampered Chef with the gym. Is through that. So
That's pretty cool.
So that's great for follow-up. You can see who's watched it.
well, not necessarily because like you can click on stories and you can see and go click, 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 and just kind of scroll past it
Yeah.
really quick. It counts as a view.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily
okay.
they're watching the entire 26 seconds, because I think that's how long
Okay.
the story is.
Okay.
But it can, like, if you go live, it just makes like 40, 26-second clips or something like that.
Okay.
So I'm playing with it. That's how I went live the other day, just making sandwiches
Yeah.
and talking about peanut butter and jam. And then I wanted to showcase the cut and seal because I wanted to get a bulk order in.
And how many have you sold so far?
I just submitted a $300 party,
Just on cut and seals.
25 cut and seals.
Nice.
And I got most of them in the first day.
Wow.
So I think
At $12 a pop. That's nice.
So here's the
Yeah.
thing, and maybe and if the thing is, like, as soon as one person comments on your post kind of bumps back up,
Oh yeah.
and as more people comment on it, like I write on there, hey, I'm sending you a message because I'm private messaging that person, PayPal me or Venmo me. I'm not ordering it without your money.
Right.
Right.
And so I was telling Melissa, I said, I put it under one of my older email addresses that has a past host discount. So I'm getting 10% off the $12. And then you add the 6% tax and you just kind of, $14, you're pocketing just a tiny bit of money. But you can use that pocketed money to buy an extra product or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not
Good idea.
you're not pocketing like.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize my finger was over the video.
Well, plus it gives you not you, but it gives your customers, even if you're just ordering a cut and seal, it keeps you in front of their mind.
Yes.
Or later.
And
you know what I mean? Like, I got
ideally-
that really cool cut and seal. I wonder if she has this. And like they're bored, or they go to the website and they like start looking. And
so ideally, when they come to pick up the cut and seal from me, I want to either show them the new catalog or show them the products on hand.
Yeah.
Because I still have all my brand new products. They're still in the box, but I would like to hey, the cut and seals are here. Come pick them up. By the way, check out the new blender. Check out the new Lazy Susan. Check out all this stuff, and I want them to physically see it. So
that's pretty cool.
That's my plan for the pickup. Instead of just porch pickup, have them come inside.
Oh, that's great.
Talk to them.
I just like to leave it on my front porch. So maybe I should.
Because you might be napping.
Yeah, because I might be napping. Okay, so who's listened to a coffee talk? I know who Mary has. All right. So coffee talk is offered when?
Every Saturday.
Every Saturday at 9 a.m. And if you can't be on there,
you can go to the website.
You can go and listen to the recording. Yes, on that coffee talk group. So every week it's a different leader within the company, and it's not run by home office. It's just individuals that are doing something that somebody's figured out and ask them to line up. So jump on there. Anytime you need to just, feel inspired, go look at Coffee Talk, because they list them all on the pin post, and they're listed kind of like by the date, but then you can look at the topics. Say you just want to know about bookings, or you just want to know about $1,000 parties, or you just want to know about, recruiting on the fly, or whatever the titles are. So you've got that resource. All right. And then last up, thank you so much for everybody who helped tonight. If you were a helper, clap, clap, clap. Yay, everybody's a helper, because it's like I tell the kids, it's a team effort up in here. All right. So many hands make light work. All right. So then next up, we've got some Be in the Know. So our Green by 15 deadline is always the 15th of the month. So you guys have until next Monday? Sunday is the 15th? Okay, so you have till Sunday the 15th to submit at least 150 in individual sales, or one show of $200 in sales. And then if we get 20 as a team, there's a cash prize next month. And our happy half hour is every other Monday. So it's opposite of our team meeting and our recipe night. So I think Linda does it every week. Does she do it every week? Okay, so I do mine every other. So you get the opportunity, you can jump on them all. I don't record these unless it's something that if we got Melissa on there and it was techie that I would want to know the technical steps, I may record that. Virtual recipe night is Tuesday the 24th, and Casey is on deck for September. So she's going to do it both ways, in person and virtually. So you guys can come and watch a recipe, taste it, all that. And then the Zoomer people will Zoom in or whatever. And then if you would like to practice your skills, we are looking for someone to take October and November. So be thinking about that. Do it scared. That's really what it comes down to. You need to practice. And this is a great way to practice because you're in a little limited group. You two over there. I'm going to put you in timeout. Then our next in-person meeting, I don't know why that says new product, but it is October 8th. So all these dates are listed in the blue on the right for recipe night and team meeting night. And then Coffee Talk is every Saturday. Home Office has a webinar every month. Go through the Pampered Chef main page, and then you go to events, and it lists when the opportunity night is. Even if you can't attend, register for it, and then they send you the recording. So it's it's a very informative webinar on team building, and it has some leader on it, depending on who they picked, that shares their experiences. So also it's a great thing to do and to steal the ideas of what they do. Our Look and Learn that I do with Linda's group, I don't know the date on that one yet. Save the date for national conference. And then don't forget the Stir comes out every Tuesday. So I think it came while y'all were on your way here because I got the ding that it was coming. So I haven't read it yet. And if you're reading in the car, that's a no-no. All right. So you read it out front. Good job. Okay. So this leads me into one of our new updates that we're going to do. If you were caught my video this morning that I did at 5 a.m. from the parking lot.
I'm like, what is she doing awake?
Yeah, so Drew now has swim every Tuesday and Thursday at 5:15. So we have to be at Norfolk Academy at 5 o'clock. And so this is an idea that Casey and I and Bree saw on one of the other director's page from Grace. So if you've ever met Grace, you guys that are going to the Pennsylvania retreat, you will meet Grace. You will get lots of Grace. It's called Shout Out September. So this is a way to get more involvement on our team page. So every time you're able to comment, it's kind of like you're in your own virtual party. You know how like you ask your customer or your guest to comment on different posts and you earn them raffle tickets? You guys are going to be earning entries. So the way you're going to, so you better beat Cheryl.
Hashtag beat Cheryl.
Yes. So the way you do it is you use the hashtag shout out and then your name. Okay, I just put September here because that's the month. So like, if you're going to comment, so make it something that not just like a cool, make it something that, informative, if you're going to comment on somebody's stuff so that, we get something out of it. So let's increase our participation on our team page. And then back to national conference. I don't know. I must have moved these back and forth. So you can write this in your calendar now, the 8th, 9th, and 10th. I think that's a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I do know the night before, they're going to usually, Nancy Joe does a big training event that night. So Casey and I usually go in at least the day before. Sometimes last year I went in even the day before that. I'm looking at what the Cubs, I'll have to ask Casey because she'll know what the Cubs tickets are doing the weekend before and after. And your family would probably like that too. Because I think I want to fit in a Cubs game and just make it all one big.
We're going to do a family vacation this year.
Yeah, like we're just going to take everybody. And if you have money, I know Casey's got money for her envelope. And if you want to PayPal it to me, you can. And then it goes in your cash for conference envelope so that you have it. And if something happens and you can't go to conference, I will give you your money back. The money that is yours, I will give you your money back. But it is a nice way to save along the way if you're putting a little bit in there each month. All right, so how did we do on our summer goals, guys? Were you a planning Patty? Were you a hit or miss Holly? Or were you a summer Sally? Anybody want to admit to that?
I was a summer Sally who was a hit or miss Holly.
Thank you.
A little bit of three.
A little bit, all three put in there. All right, I will tell you that virtual party saved my hiney this summer. So just because some of my cooking shows fell through and, it's always good to set a goal. This was kind of like an example that we did it for June, July, and August, but you should really do it again for September, October, November, December, so that you will be ready for the fall season. So if you don't have a written goal, you're kind of like, it's like going on a trip without a map. Yeah. Like you got to have something, some kind of a plan. So, unless you write it down, it's what they say. It's just a dream until you write it down, then it becomes a goal.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So, how many cooking shows do you want to have? How many catalog shows do you want to have? How many new team members do you want to add? What do you want your sales goal to be? I am actually booking more cooking shows this month than I never anticipated. I have to do a show on my anniversary because that's just the only day I have. So, and I know Jim will be here to take care of the kids. So, and get them back and forth to sports. So that's just the way we're doing that. And so set yourself a goal. September, October, November, and then December is kind of a half month because our cutoff will probably be around the 15th. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're doing your planning. All right, so how to have a successful September. I can't say that fast. What are some things that come to mind when y'all think September? Fall. Tailgating. Yes. School.
Praise God, my kids are in school.
Praise God, the kids are back in school. And they go to school 5 days this week.
Getting back into routine.
Yes, that's what happens to a lot of families. We are back into the routine, a more regular, like a more regimented week. And I know for me personally, like I kind of already know what my kids' sports schedules are and all that. And I was doing some private messaging with my virtual parties trying to get some shows. And they're like, oh, I'm just so busy. Everybody I know is so busy. Well, duh. Aren't we all busy? I don't know anybody who's not. So I feel like the excuse is I'm busy is just an excuse to like not do what you've been asked to do. So, and my response usually to that is that's why you need to do a virtual party because for the virtual party, that's the reason you need a virtual party because that will help you learn recipes. Remember, you're offering up a solution to their busy life. So you should do a virtual party so you and your friends can learn recipes. That way you can feed your family because you're so busy. It's really expensive to go through the drive-thru every night. Okay, it was $11 this morning to go through Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A, but it was $11. And I told you we are not doing that every Tuesday and Thursday. And then I know that for a flip side, for cooking shows, even though you're so busy, you need to carve out the time to get together with your friends and family, because then you get the resentment. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day. She's like, I've been gone for 2 weeks. We had a family member die before, and we were busy with the funeral and everything. And my friend's mad at me that I haven't talked to her much the past 3 weeks. And so she's like, but I was like, you need to carve out the time to talk to her. And so that's kind of what happens is we get so busy that we don't take the time. And, I know for me, because I do a lot of cooking shows, once everybody gets together, they get to see each other, they get to chat. My show this past weekend had like all these little kids that they were like in a back room, but they got to hang out and everything. So some of them were cousins. So it was nice, family, friends, free food, fun, all my F words. So that's kind of what goes together for September. And then one thing that just rolled out in September too is the every 4 add 1 more. So who has seen this up on Dash? Awesome. Okay. So this is going to be their new little saying, and that for every 4 parties you do, whether they're cooking or virtual, add a new consultant. So some of us are going to do this weekly. Some people are going to do it monthly. Some may do it every 2 weeks, just depending on what your schedule is. And Cheryl and Mary just added people to their team last month, and they're already, getting them up and getting them started. It's not as scary, right? It's not too scary. And so, you've got the team support that will help you get there and get your new consultant onboarded. But Dash is really intuitive too. Wendy, have you felt like Dash has been kind of like tells you what to do when you need to do it? Okay, awesome. So, because you're seeing it different than I see it. So I don't see the beginner stuff. So you, Sue, Sarah, you're probably seeing it. You see it completely different than what I see. Yes. So just cautious, for you guys, don't be so overwhelmed with what you see, because unlike any other job that you probably have had where you've had on the job training, this is all based on bookings. So you've got to have the bookings to apply the training. So sometimes I've had consultants who are like, well, I need to read everything first. And I was not that consultant. I'm like, binder, we got a binder. I was like, I'm not reading that binder. Let me just do the show. And my director was like, you should practice your show. You should stand in front of your mirror. And I'm like, I'm not going to practice that. I'm going to wing it. That's just how I am. So this is actually kind of more, Dash is more like that. Like you need to get your bookings done, and then the training will kind of lead you along the way. It actually sent me an email the other day about somebody in their first 30 days who hasn't submitted anything yet. It's like, hey, do you know this person hasn't submitted yet? I was like, oh, thanks for the reminder. So that's kind of cool. All right. So we have 3 key areas for September. And I think Stacy, bless you, Stacy had bookings. So I'll do hers. I'm going to try to remember it from memory. All right. So 2 reasons to book in September are amazing. What's that?
I said we were doing it together. I can do it if you want me to.
Go ahead, Bree. Can you guys hear her okay?
Can anyone see me?
They can't see you. They can see the slides.
Okay, perfect. So there's a bunch of different great reasons why we are booking shows in September. First and foremost is the blender. There's also a bunch of other really great power tools that are going to help people get dinner on the table really quickly. So we're talking the skillet, we're talking the wok, we're talking the quick cooker, and we're talking the Rock slow cooker stand set. Also, any host that has $550 or more, they're getting that extra $100 bonus as well.
Were you guys surprised to see that?
Yeah. That was
Yes.
nice.
I didn't know that was coming either.
I cashed in on that one.
I have a hostess right now at $700, and she's like, "What? Like, where'd all this free product come from?" And I'm like, "That's right, girl. We're trying to keep going."
Yes.
Also, there's also brand new party themes, fast and fresh party theme. Tiffany was saying everyone's really busy. I totally get it and understand it. We just walked in the door from Taekwondo, and being able to get dinner on the table fast, it can relate to our point of view as kind of what we're looking to do as a consultant, and to help us connect to our customers and people that are working with the people that we're trying to have book shows with.
Are you ready? Okay.
So like the little kid that does like the cooking videos. Next slide, please.
Yes.
Roman.
Yes.
Yes.
So this is one of my favorite graphics that I use because I'm a 99.9% virtual party consultant. And this is one of the ones that I love to use because it shows a very direct visuals what they're going to be earning. It's in the van. Go. So it's going to show them exactly, what the different levels are. It's going to give them an idea of what level they want to work towards. They're looking at the party and going, man, I really want X, Y, and Z. I need to earn this level to get that. This is the one that I always put in the very beginning of my shows. It has helped me book shows in the pre-party stage because people get really excited about different opportunities. The other thing that we use a lot of is, I call it the wish list challenge. And thankfully I type it out. I don't have to say it.
I forgot to hashtag it. I thought I hashtagged it in the slide, so I forgot.
So I tell people, like, hey, if you like something, do hashtag wish list. And then I can start and I keep a record of Katie Martin is hashtagging the quick cooker. She's hashtagging knives. She's hashtagging this. So that way I can know kind of where her brain is, what she's looking for, maybe the solution, like the problem she has and the solution she's looking to solve with it. So you can kind of start up that genuine conversation as opposed to just, hey, you want to book a party? You can really start to build that rapport with the person, either through text message, Facebook message, phone call, or in person at a person. And when you show people this, even at an in-person party, like you show the hostess benefit, you can go. They'll say, I got one woman this weekend, I just wanted the blender, and I go, well, and I pulled out the hostess information and I started going over with her, and she's like, oh, it's just that simple. I'm like, it's just that simple. $200 in orders. This is 60% off, and this is what you get minimum for free.
I mean, if you're going to spend $370, you might as well spend $370 and get it 60% off because it's a $200 party plus $100 and whatever discount.
Yep. So having a visual and being able to connect, like we connect our why to why we are consultants. You need to help connect their whys to why they should book a party.
You're so smart.
Thank you. It's the extra large coffee I had lunch today. Next slide, please. So
I did hashtag it this time.
And I can't see the slides that are coming up on the bottom. But again, geez, your wish list a mile long. You're going to post the graphic. When I do my customer group, like Paper Jeff had the blog, and they said, here's one pot meals. All those pots are are pots that we have on a hostess special.
Yes.
So I went out and I got all the ingredients for these meals, and I cooked all 5 of them. And I
took pictures
of them. And I was like, no, my kids are like, we don't like zucchini noodles. I said, I don't care, eat it. And we tested the recipe. I was able to be like, here's something you can do in this one pot, and it's 60% off. And when I post it in the party, it's 60% off. I always do like the little red like siren like things, and I'll say like alert hostess special, or ask how you can get the 60% off.
Oh, nice, good idea.
All
right, so the next one's the pre-party.
Yep.
Special.
So this is, I usually always use this graphic with the hostess rewards. I'll post the hostess rewards before at the beginning and the end. I do offer a pre-party special if they book a party. I'll usually put something in their cart when they go to order. But anything that I offer, like if I offer a free like $20 gift or something, I always make sure that it's with a qualified party. I don't want to be like sending people $20 in free Pampered Chef.
So she's submitting the guest order, and then on when that person books their party, she's putting the item on their host order on their party.
Right. And then you're going to get like the 25% or whatever their total is. You're going to get 20-something% off of it. They don't have to know they got a $20 item.
Yeah, so they're basically getting.
They don't have to know that you spent less than $20 on it.
$15 at the very most. Most.
Do I offer? I always offer active guests a booking option. I call them brownie points. And I'll post our top brownie point winners are, and it's literally just everybody who's ever posted or anyone who's ever commented on it. I don't do likes or loves. They have to physically write words under there.
Mm-hmm.
And then people that I'll still say, what's your biggest challenge? We'll start those conversations. I keep track of who I'm talking to, what I'm talking to them about, so that way I can, again, develop that genuine conversation with them, as opposed to just, what do you need in your kitchen? No, it's you're learning what their problem is.
Do you guys have any booking questions for Bree? Because her and Stacey worked on this together. Are you ready to go out and book a bunch of parties? All right. Thank you, Bree. All right.
Problem.
So next up is selling, and I can't remember who's selling.
It's me.
Okay.
Okay. So
You sell it all.
that's right.
Oh, let me hit the side. There you go.
So yes. So first of all, with selling in September, who knows what the guest special is?
Mix and chop or
The mix and chop and the scraper.
That's right. And what's different about the guest special?
You have to sell $80 worth of systems.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mary. Good job.
Who made that mistake this week?
You did?
Yes.
Well, your last slide was wrong too.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Mary.
Because I copied that from the month before. 2 points
All
to Mary.
Yep. So $80 purchase from now on to get the guest special. So how to sell in
And
September?
hold on one second. And do you guys know why they do that? At least my theory is, if they increase the amount they have to spend, they can increase the value of the free product.
Oh, yeah.
So back when it used to be $60, you got like a $4 item.
Right.
Now that it's up to $80, you're getting a mix and chop or a scraper. And then next month it's the pizza cutter or the personal round stone.
Yeah, which the personal round
Oh my
stone is
gosh.
$17.
Yeah. So
Pizza cutters, 19.
yeah, something like that. So they can increase the value.
Whereas everything was $13, $15.
Yes. And I think
max.
they've kind of run, if you think about it, they probably have run out of like $13 items. Like they've offered them already. So now that they're going to move up. Plus, people tend to spend more this time of year. So not to say that in January they won't lower it back down to 75.
So there's two great ways to sell in September. Spotlight on the new products. So I wanted to ask you guys if you could do a little brainstorming about what are some great like ideas in terms of the new products that would be like a way to feature them or highlight them when selling. And I've got some ideas, but if you have any, you can just spit them out.
Well, I always think of on the pretzels. I always think of Oktoberfest. So
Yes.
right now, like if you wanted to book for October, you could tell your host, I'm going to give you a pretzel dough. The dough. I'm not going to give you the whole kit, but
Right.
just the dough.
Yeah.
If you host an October party, and we're going to
that's
call
awesome.
it Oktoberfest.
Yep.
Very cool.
That's
And you could
awesome.
actually order it in September on a show and bump up I was thinking you could bump up a host show in September, and then that way you can have it delivered to you, and then you can take it with you in October.
Yep. And that's actually one of my ideas, is a pretzel party. And along with that is we're offering the new cookie house molds. It comes with, there's the cookie house mold, there's the Halloween mold that you can purchase in addition, and you can also purchase the Christmas mold in addition. So a lot of people love Halloween. It's kind of like a second.
I think it's
like
a second.
It's sort of like a second Christmas.
Yeah, because
kind
people are
of,
way into
like
it now.
without
Yeah.
the gifts, but people are like really into it and stuff. But how fun to decorate a Halloween house with your kids and even your littles, because it's not like a scary thing. It's like a fun thing to like decorate a little, Halloween cookie house, like a gingerbread house. Except it
I
could
want to
be
do
like,
the one with the candy. Have
it
you
could
guys
be
seen
like
the one
Hansel
that
and
you can
Gretel.
do Jolly Ranchers?
Yeah,
I'm trying it.
I think it's Jolly Ranchers, and then they're like you can put a light underneath them and they glow.
Oh my God, fun.
Remember, because we were looking at them at conference.
Yeah.
Some other brainstorm ideas that I put was have a soup or sauce off with the deluxe blender. You could, or the deluxe cooking blender, you could make a bunch of soups and have like a taste and see party with that. Another idea was for tailgating, you could have the charcuterie set with the Lazy Susan and the little spoons and all the little goodies.
Who loves the spoons?
I love the spoons. You could make your own homemade jam or your own what's that?
I'm gonna do caramel.
Your own caramel, something like that in the deluxe cooking blender.
Yes.
And your like your own chutney or even something like that.
Yeah.
You could do that in there. Another idea I had was a shape and bake party with the boat press set.
Full of ideas.
How fun is that? Like have a shape and bake, and you can
shape and bake.
Do you love it? And
I
you can,
helped.
And I helped. So,
some of these people aren't old enough to remember that commercial.
No. But I am. So those are just some ideas that I was throwing around today. you know, like the shave and bake could be a sweet and savory party too. You could do, you know, the meatloaf with the mashed potato filling, or the brownies with the chocolate mousse filling, or something like that. So those are just a couple of ideas I had to spotlight the new products with different like themes.
Plus, with those, you're also doing Roundup from the Heart
Absolutely.
because it's the Roundup products.
That's right. You're absolutely right. So then the other way to sell in September was to offer the featured collections. So that is something that's like kind of not exactly new, because we've always had collections like the Close and Cut, but they're like spotlighting them in a new way. So, for instance, what we have up there on the slide is the one pot meals, and so I went through this
It's in the
big
back
thing.
of the catalog like that.
Yeah.
Somebody actually, I haven't shared it yet, but somebody shared with me a sticker that you can put on the front of your catalog. It says, check out our value sets on page 60.
Yeah, exactly. And I was going to show you that back there. Now we have all these value sets that are listed back here. Another great way to show them is they're also in the front of the catalog. So if you turn to the very front page, under cooking, is it under cooking? There it is. Under one pot meals, they're all right here. And so the theme is 7 days of one pot meals?
Yes.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. The ingredient or the tools are listed along with the normal price and then the discounted price. And the discounted prices are no joke. They're between like $20 and $33 savings
Nice.
for all of these different sets. So, and you know,
I mean,
don't
we
know,
always
maybe-
order a combo meal at Chick-fil-A. Why wouldn't you order a
Why
combo
wouldn't you
meal
order
with
that?
Hamper Chop?
And it's kind of like, maybe it's the teacher in me, but I love the idea of having a set. Like, okay, well, this is something that I purchased that I can do something with this whole thing. I don't have to figure out how to fit one new kitchen tool into my cooking routine.
True.
I have a whole set and I can make this with it. And it's also a great gift giving thing for the holidays coming up. I mean, really, like how many?
Think of
How
all the
many-
men you could help. Like,
Oh my God, and how many new sweaters and scarves can I have? Really, please, just get me something that I'm going to use. Get me something I'm going to use, please.
Well, and Pampered Chef right now on their website, on the Facebook page, is doing the one pot meals.
yeah. So
Yeah.
you guys notice that?
So
Exactly.
take those posts,
Save
put
them
them
somewhere.
in the send share, have your own week of one pot meals.
So the one thing I wanted to add too is that selling is all about addressing a need, which is what are the featured collections? They're groups of products that solve a problem. You solve the problem by having bundles of products that work together to make a meal. And then you can make it urgent because these bundles, these featured collections are available at a discount this season only. So, you know, come spring, I would think that they would have something new, but we don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know.
So, you know, the discounts could be going away. So this is a good time to get the products you need at a discount. You know, I have one customer right now that she's buying online from me, but every month, at the beginning of the month, she orders a new set of something. So this month it was.
Is it Nancy?
No.
Okay.
No.
I just see Nancy written on your paper right there.
No, it's Colleen. I don't think you know her. She was my neighbor. She just moved. But she's ordering a set. This month it was a bunch of herb stuff. Last month it was a bunch of wine stuff and bar stuff, and those are all offered as feature collections. So I went through the catalog, and on pages 24 and 25 there's breakfast. 26 and 27 we have healthy lunches. 28 and 29 smart snacking. 30 and 31 what you never knew you needed. 32 dinner in a hurry. 33 hosts that have it all. And there's all kinds of featured collections for these things. If you look at those pages, you're going to see at least one set that is offered at a discount. And
Okay.
and those are, I mean, that's a great selling point.
And
you
somebody
know.
I think like has made, I don't know if it's exactly like this, but they've made a scavenger hunt
Ooh.
post that is like, find this in the catalog
I
and
saw
message
that,
me
yeah.
all the page numbers.
Oh, that's
So
great.
you could
yeah.
do that
Mhm.
to make it an interactive thing. So then you get your customers. And the thing is right now is I'm trying to get my customers to private message me because then it
Right.
opens up that gateway to have that conversation. Because if you private message them, it's going to go to their other box. At least we know to look at our other box.
The other thing I was going to add is that for virtual parties, you can add, you can highlight the one pot meals on every day, and highlight those products in your daily post, or what your daily posts. And also for your in-cooking shows, you can highlight the savings of each of these. If you feature one of them, that's great to like cook at a party, but then you can also say, hey, we also have these for the other 6 days of the week, and look what a savings you're getting.
And I think you guys are coming to my show Sunday, right? So, and I'm trying to convince all my hosts this weekend to all do the power tool recipes. That is the blender, the quick cooker, the rock crock, and the skillet. All 4 of them are used in one cooking show. And I was done fast. Like, you think that's a lot of stuff, but I was done, I was in the car. I was packed up by 4:20. So, and I got there. I mean, it was at 2 o'clock. So I feel like being in and out in 2:20 is pretty good.
Going over all those power tools.
And went over all those power tools.
Yeah.
And it did station style.
And so then finally, you might ask, well, what's in it for me? But really, what's in it for you is a great streamlined show, excited guests, and then the Earn the Dew Deluxe Cooking.
Who wants a bag? I want a bag. I want a bag.
With $550 or $750 in commissionable sales this month. So there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Awesome. All right, so next up is recruiting, and that is Cheryl and Casey tag team. That one. You can stay over there.
Oh, that means you get to do it.
Casey mentored Cheryl on how to do it. This is Cheryl's first time. Be gentle.
Yeah.
Be kind. Just tell me when to slip.
Okay, there's 3 new ways, 3 new tools to make joining even more simple, rewarding, and fun. The new consultant kit builds on each other. Each kit builds on each other. The first step is to pick the one that's right for you. If you join in September, you can earn the free deluxe cooking blender, $349.
Isn't that an amazing value?
That is amazing.
Last year when I did the quick cooker, I thought that's the most expensive thing they've ever done. Then they outdid
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah. And then it says that also you can get samples of the new product that's launching in October. Does anybody know what it is?
I don't.
Enrichables.
Oh, okay. I'm like, product. What product?
Because you can buy those now. That's why I was.
Yes, we can buy them as a sample now. Yes.
And okay, so the next thing is Dash. Does anybody know their Dash points?
Besides Cheryl.
Besides me. And what place you're on?
I know. I need to go look. I haven't looked this week. I know Danny had some good amount of points on Dash.
Let's see.
Oh, Cheryl's gonna look it up for us.
Oh God.
So on Tiffany's. Yeah.
What's that?
Danny.
I didn't realize people still use Dash even when you're so seasoned.
Oh yeah, because it tells us what to do.
Still though?
Yeah, it tells us what to do.
Dash is brand new. It just rolled out.
Oh, okay.
So we're all still playing with it, but what's nice about it is that it will send you notifications through it. And
it tells me like I need to learn about enrichables.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I needed to learn about all the new products. So yeah, it still tells us what to do.
That's good. And I wanted you to know that I'm number 4 on Nancy Joe Ryan's team.
And that's got like how many consultants?
I'm in a tie with 2 other people right now.
Awesome.
Cheryl's going home tonight and she's on plane number 1.
Yeah.
I have nothing else.
You have
to
nothing
add.
else you can do. Okay.
So people have been passing me, which is really ticking me off.
Uh-oh.
On her team, but not. Yeah. She's like,
I mean, and Nancy Joe's team has like 3,000
She just totally
consultants.
brushed all of us off.
She's like,
Not you guys.
Get to training, y'all.
Like, no,
Cheryl's doing this. She's like, you know what? It's not about being 4th place. It's about 100%.
Yes. I love it.
So, anyways, okay, so I mean, all you need is like 30 minutes a day, and you can get trained.
They're
up.
so short.
They're so
Yeah,
short.
so if you do 30 minutes,
They're
you're probably
awesome.
getting like 20 of them done.
Yeah.
So they're really easy, and I love how they just you can X.
Yes.
Yes.
So not Anyways, and then fast track rewards, long-term and short-term values of earning fast track. Short-term products in cash, long-term more products you earn, the more you can share, which means the more sales, and team growth, which means more income.
Does
Yes.
everybody know what the rewards are?
What's 500? Does anybody know
Does anyone
500?
know? I got them. So
I do not.
it's 500 in your first 30 days. Level 1 is going to get you the ceramic egg cooker and the mini scraper.
Because your Melissa got it.
Melissa got it.
Yep. You're getting it. Yay.
And then level 2 bumps up to your first 90 days, and that's when you submit $12.50 in your first 90 days. And you're going to get the 8-inch nonstick fry pan. So that way you get a piece of cookware so you can play with it. And so I was telling Melissa, I said, our goal is $12.50 in your first 30 days.
Yeah.
Because you want them to get the August rebate.
Yes.
And then, however, Pamper Chef is giving people 90 days to hit their $12.50 to get level 2.
Yeah, so just know that even though that says 90 for the monthly promotion. So like Wendy, for you to get 100%, you have until your 30-day mark, whatever they said was your 30-day mark. And Sarah, did you sign in August?
Yeah, August 25th.
Okay, so like your 30 days is probably what? September or October?
October, yeah.
Yeah. So it's more like 37 days from the day you sign because they give you a little bit of a buffer.
Level 3 is when you submit $12.50 in your first 90 days, and it's a 10-inch stainless steel skillet, which is one of my favorite pieces.
Yes.
That's really nice.
I mean, yeah, the 12-inch is huge. The 10-inch is just perfect. And then level 4 is when you submit $5,000 in your first 90 days, and you get the entire knife block set.
And that's a value of what, like 400 and some odd
The
dollars?
knife block set alone is like 300, at
Yes.
least 300.
Yes.
It's probably in the category.
When who wants to go back and re-earn that?
I know.
Right?
Exactly. I got you.
Yeah, look that up.
You
Okay, so-
laminate that yourself?
But
Did you laminate that yourself?
I just picked it up today. We can talk, or that's a thing for me to tell you guys.
Okay. I like it.
Yes, I'm a nerd.
It's nice.
All right, so Cheryl, I didn't know if you.
378.
Yeah, it was like just I was gonna read
Okay,
this.
yes.
Every month when you recruit, the personal reward you get in making a difference and impacting someone's life, overrides on your personal team sales, recruiting bonus of 50 Pamper Chef dollars.
And that's when they qualify. So when Wendy qualifies, you will get 50 Pampered Chef dollars.
3,000 incentive trip points and unlimited earning opportunity.
Yes. Very awesome. All right, and then your why.
What's your why? So does anybody want to share what their why was when they first started, and then what it is now, or newbies? What's your why?
Your why should make you
So
cry.
Cheryl and I were talking about this. When you're sharing the business opportunity with people, you want to find out why Pampered Chef will benefit them. Why, Wendy, why did you choose Pampered Chef? Why do you feel like it's going to improve your lifestyle?
Well, I know it's something that I've always used and I love, and it's, I don't know.
So it's a product that you believe in, and
Yeah.
you stand behind it. And that's, the first time I joined with Pampered Chef was because I was losing my job to move overseas. And I wanted to sell something, and I didn't want to sell Tupperware. And I had met Tiffany, and I know it's a great product. And I think everybody who's heard of Pampered Chef knows that they have great products. And our whys change. So I joined for stoneware. I joined for the glazed stoneware when I came back.
Oh yeah, your second time was the
Yeah,
glazed stoneware.
glazed stoneware. I was like, Tiffany, I'm gonna be your hobbyist.
Yes, I'm not going to do anything.
I'll revisit in January.
That's what we all say.
but like it changes. As you grow in the company, you realize how much this company pours into you and how much you love the people. And a lot of people stay in the business because of the people. It's not necessarily because of the financial. A lot of people do Pampered Chef full time and have a full time job. They don't need
I think it's
Pampered Chef.
70% of the consultants work full time.
Well, just something like Michael Yoakley is in.
He's a CFO of the Springfield, Illinois Sheriff's Department.
Yeah. And he sells thousands of dollars of Pampered Chef. I mean, I look at Michael Yoakley, I'm like, he's a full-time Pampered Chef consultant. He's also a full-time sheriff person.
Yep.
So, this business has been very flexible. And as you can see, when you do your interview with people, you can find out why Pampered Chef? Like, what is it that draws you to Pampered Chef? Is it the products? Is it the money? Is it the friends? Is it the flexibility? So when you find out somebody's why they need Pampered Chef, you can also turn it into why Pampered Chef needs you. Because when you give into this company, they give back to you and then they invest in you. And without us, there would be no Pampered Chef.
Right.
Amen.
Mm-hmm. We are their sales force.
Mhm.
So you can always send them back to your website. This is a graphic from the website. So to show you all the different whys. And I think there's a video above or below this of the different consultants that, kind of showcase these different whys.
I'm looking at this one right here. It says no inventory or deliveries. I remember talking to Jessica Bancroft and how hesitant she was about doing Pampered Chef because she got screwed with Pure Romance because you have to keep inventory.
Same with LuLaRoe consultants. They have to know how much they have because your taxes are completely different when you do that.
Same with Mary Kay.
And Mary Kay, your taxes are completely different.
You're highly encouraged to have an ridiculous amount of inventory. And that was one thing with Pampered Chef that I love, that I didn't have to carry inventory. I didn't have to have a dedicated space to accommodate all that inventory. I mean, I know some consultants with other direct selling companies that actually have to have a rider on their insurance because if their house gets damaged, flooded, fire,
to cover all of
that, because otherwise that's not going to be covered in your homeowner's insurance.
Wow, good point. This is a duplicate slide.
Insurance person.
And so then you also have the travel. You can, every year Pampered Chefs announces a trip. Usually we'll find out at the December meeting, and you have the whole calendar year to earn it. And so as you build your team, that's actually one of the fastest ways to do it, is you get 3,000 points for every consultant that qualifies. That's why we really want to help you qualify so that we can get our 3,000 points. And that's why Kat, yesterday was her last day to qualify. And I'm like, what do you need? What do you need? What do you need? How many orders? She's like, I got it. I'm like, are you sure? I can send an order your way. I was like, I really want the suitcase. So she was like, well, I really want my 100% rebate back. I'm like, okay, cool. Keep me posted. And just don't think that these trips are only for the top people, because these trips can be earned no matter how many months you've been in the business. I think it wasn't Steve that earned it in February. He earned level 1 in February. So, and I know it's a lot of team building. And
the company as long as I have.
3 years. Yeah, 3 years. And I earned level 1 in the middle of June, and I secured level 2 towards the end of August. So I'm going for 3. We'll see. But this is something that everybody has the opportunity to earn, and it's not capped off. Like, there's not only 100 people get to go. And I hate it when my grandmother says, "Oh, you want another trip?" No, Nana, I did not win it. I earned it. Everybody who earns it can take it. And then even if the timing doesn't work out, you can take the cash gift card. They give you a gift card that you can use anywhere. So my friend Kayla takes the gift card. She's taken the gift card the past 3 years, and they go to the, what is it when you like rope horses? A rodeo. They go to the rodeo, like
a ranch. Like a ranch vacation?
They go to this thing in Vegas.
She's from Nebraska.
She's from Nebraska. That's what they do.
That's what they do.
They go to, like, they buy cows and buy pigs and then they eat them. So her daughter had a pet pig that they then ate. Like,
They go to a livestock auction.
They go to Vegas or something in Vegas in December. It's like the rodeo. Like, that's what they grew up doing now, is roping. So she takes the money and they use it in Vegas. And then you also get the opportunity to earn the Excellence Awards. So this year they've gone back to Tiffany's. And when you earn the Excellence Award in one of 4 categories, you're going to get one of the bracelets. And then you get an additional charm for each category that you earn. So Linda and I have our eyes set on level 3 levels this year. We'll see how that goes. All right, so let's do our monthly recognition and get up and do some moving. You gonna get my cards for me? Awesome. So this month we had, in the month of August, these are our Green by 15 consultants. So give these guys a round of applause for being Green by 15. That means that they submitted at least 150 in sales or at least 1 show. So they were active. Their numbers literally changed from red to green when you do that by the 15th of the month. And it's really nice to front load your month, because then you're not scrambling on the 30th. So, oh my gosh, did I submit? I hate that feeling. All right, so who submitted a do and tell? Woo! All right, who submitted at least 5? Awesome. Who submitted at least 10? Awesome. And then what did you learn about your business this month from your do and tells? Jen. Work it and they will come.
Yes.
Mary, do you have anything insight?
Just follow up, follow up, follow up.
Yep. So a do and tell is any income producing activity. So it is not stamping catalogs while you watch Netflix, because that catalog is not earning you any income by being stamped. So think of it like that. Like going and doing a show, submitting a show, doing a vendor event, talking to somebody at Walmart, giving them your mini catalog and getting their information back. Because if you don't get the information back, it's like taking that catalog and throwing it in the trash. Okay, because you got to be able to contact them. All right, so let's do our high five line. This is where we, I'm gonna turn the video part off so that we can put these people over here. And let me stop the screen share so they can see everybody. This is usually a horrible angle, but we will do it like this anyway. Okay.
The downward angle.
Yes. And then we just pin it like that. Okay, so here is our high five line. So we're going to do a round of applause for everybody that is up until 7:50. Every month you're going to earn cash for conference based on the criteria that we wrote up over there. So I will read these people off and explain it as we go. So this person is her first team meeting. She is currently doing 2 virtual parties, and she gets $1 for being here. And this is going to be her first full month. So that is Wendy. Round of applause. Yay! All right. This.
No, not
we'll
till we
wait
hit
until
the
7:50.
7:50.
All right. So this person also is in her first month of the business. This is her first meeting, and she submitted her first launch party, and that is Sarah. All right. This person did. She was active due to online sales. She has got $1 for being here. Her total trip points right now are 10,382. She had $150 in sales last month, and that is Laura. And then this person is where our high five line starts. This person did 2 shows last month. Their top show was $595. She met her 2-party goal. She also earned her she met her big, hairy, audacious goal, which is our BHAG board over there, which I haven't gotten to yet. She was able to earn the new consultant backpack. Her total trip points are over 3,000. She earned $3 for being here tonight, and her total sales, come on down, Jen Cahoon, $790. All right, this person did 3 shows. What are you doing? You laughing?
No, I'm stretching the minute.
Okay, so this person did 3 shows last month. Her top show was $657. She got a new consultant last month. She has over 7,000 trip points. She earned the new backpack. She gets $2 for being here. And her total sales, come on down, Mary, are $1,119. All right, this person did 2 shows last month. Her top show was $860. She got a new team member. She earned the new contingent promo of the backpack. Her total trip points are just shy of 10,000 trip points. Her total sales are $4 for being here. She didn't add for me. And then her total sales were $1,301. Someone on Cheryl. And I forgot to do Bree and Liz. Let me grab them. I think Liz was.
It's got something going on. Woohoo!
All right, so Liz.
Bree, I didn't do yours. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Liz did 2 shows last month. Her top show was $860.
Yeah.
She got. Let me see. Where was she? Okay, so the 2 shows. Her total sales. No, I'm sorry. Her top show was $1,117. But our total sales for the month were $1,197. Way to go, Liz! Woo! She had $1,000 show and she earned the backpack.
$1,000 show.
And then let's see, Danny is on and Bree is on. And then I think Stacy Coleman just got on. And then I don't have Gia's. And then I can't see who else is on. All right, so we'll just give you guys another round of applause. Bye. Good that way. All right, so Casey, come on up with me, and we'll do me, you, and Bree.
Here, we'll do
Bree,
Bree together.
Okay, we'll do Bree together. All right,
Oh,
so
we gotta
Bree.
find Bree. I can't read this thing. Bree.
Is it alphabetical? No, I didn't even sort it right. Okay,
Right here.
she did that many shows.
Bree, you've done 2 shows. Congratulations. Your top show was $804 with one booking. I believe you got some more.
Total sales.
She got the backpack.
Got the
Got the
backpack.
backpack. See, that's why Tiffany has a piece of paper. It's so much easier with paper. Her total commissionable sales for the month of August was $870.70. Give it up for Bree.
All right, and then Casey did 4 shows last
I don't
month.
believe that.
You don't? Well, you submitted 4. I don't know what you're doing. Her top show was 482. She got 2 new consultants on her team.
3 total.
And 3 because one of her people added somebody by the end of the month, one of the new ones. She earned the backpack, and then she earned $5 for being here, and then her total commissionable sales were $1,038.30. Is that right?
Yay!
Woo! It's coming up on the slide. You'll know in a second.
Okay. This person, I wonder who it is. I never know. I never know. Had 13 shows.
That's legit too.
Her top show was $1,009. Give it up for that $1,000 party. From that show, she got 8 bookings. 8.
That's legit too.
That's legit. She has 3 new consultants join her team. She's earned the 2nd level of Disney up top. So close to meeting her BI. It's okay. You had 13 shows. She has a total commissionable sales of $5,890. That's over $1,000 in the paycheck, by the way. Give it up for Tiffany! Thank you, guys.
I really did not, like I told you guys, I really don't have high hopes for July and August, but I was able to hit 6,000 in July and just $100 shy of hitting 6,000 in August, right? July, August, yes. So I was like doing that whole negative self-talk thing. So you got to stop that because then great things can happen. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go back to our slideshow. Hopefully our technical devices don't cause me problems. All right. Let's hit the screen share one more time. Please work. Please work. Please work. Please work.
Yay!
Yay. Okay. High five line. Woo woo. All right. So here is our top in sales. Cheryl with 1,300, Liz with 11, Emma 12, Mary number 3, Danny. Oh, I forgot to read Danny. She's on there with $1,000, and then Stacy Eagle had 857. Way to go! So Danny, because I already put the piece of paper down. How many shows did you do? Do you remember? She doesn't remember. I think is what she's saying. She's muted, but I think I read her mouth right. All right, but look at those sales, guys. That's pretty awesome. All right, and then here are our top recruiters. Cheryl had 1, Melissa had 1, Casey had 3. Oh, typo. And then I had 3. And so, yes, because I didn't add.
I had 2, and then Melissa got. Where's Mary?
Maybe that's what I meant to do. Yes.
We together, Mary. We live together.
Shoot. Okay, so let me re-edit that slide because I think I wrote it correctly when I did the drawing stuff. Hold on, let me go back. All right, so this is the first time we're doing our cash pot drawing, and that's the black bucket behind you. All right, so what it is for every recruit you got, $2 went into this pot. All right, and if I draw your name, you get the cash. You can put, I would suggest that you put it in your cash for conference or for another retreat or something. If my name is pulled, it gets carried over because I'm not going to take the money. All right, so the win, somebody else has got to do this. You got to do this. My name's in there. Where did money come from? Comes from the raffle bag.
Oh, okay.
It just all gets recycled.
Drum roll, please.
Drum roll.
Casey.
Casey Sunshine.
No, you get it. You can.
No.
All right.
Okay.
If you fool me again, it's going to next month.
It's Casey.
All right, we'll carry it.
All right.
You pulled another name.
Oh,
Carry it over
Okay,
next
we'll
month.
carry it over. Okay, so that 16 is carried over. So that means however many we add this month will then get carried over, and you get to get the drawing for next month. All right,
Very cool. So then next up, I'll edit that slide before I post it. I'm sorry. I know your name is in there because I wrote it, but I typed it wrong. Okay, so congratulations to both Mary and Melissa for promoting to senior consultant. Did you even know that? So what that means, and I'll change your lanyard out because your lanyard should now be blue. That means you have at least one team member on your team. All right, and then once you get 2 team members and as a unit, the 3 of you hit at least $2,500 in sales, you become a what?
You become a team leader.
Team leader.
Team leader, there we go. So that is your next step, is to hit one more person and 2,500 as a unit. And then you're going to get override. So you're going to get 1% on her sales this month, and you get 1% on your team's people's sales. All right, so congratulations to Kat. She qualified yesterday. So she earned her 100% kit rebate. So I know all of our August consultants still have, like you said, until October to earn that. So you still got some time to do that. And then next up, let's congratulate Liz again for a $1,000 show. Jen Cahoon, did you know you hit 5,000 career sales? Whoop, whoop. Mary earned another $100 in PC. Danny hit another $100 in PC. And Liz hit another $100 in PC. So these are your totals. Mary, what are you going to buy?
I bought my blender.
You bought your blender. Nice. So this is a little bank that Paper Chef keeps for you, and then you can use it. Like I usually save mine and register for conference with it, so then that's free. But you can buy product. You can, the only thing you can't do is you can't pay for your website. You can't pay for logo wear. So it's all Paper Chef like product or whatever. And then congratulations to everybody who earned the backpack. Who's been carrying it around? Anybody got it out tonight? Nope. I know I have so many freaking bags. I don't even know.
I went going to the zoo and the Renaissance Fair this past
I take
weekend.
mine to school every day now.
Every day to school and the Renaissance Fair and the zoo. So go out and sport that, because you never know who will see it and say, you sell Paper Chef? And I love to say no.
Keep minis in the
I was like, especially when I have a t-shirt on, they're like, do you sell Paper Chef? No. I just wear the t-shirt.
No.
I'm just
like the font.
yeah, this is what the shirts will look like that Jen's making. What'd you say?
I'm just here for the free t-shirt.
I'm just here for the t-shirt, yes. That's what Jim would say about the trips. All right, and here are our top trip earners right now. Casey, look at that, almost 25,000. Bree right behind her with 22, and then on down. So these trip points are racking up. So these will go through the end of the year, and then they start back. Everybody starts at 0 January 1st. So we all start together at the same place. All right, so I didn't look because I didn't put my stickers on my BHAG, but you said you met your BHAG, or Jen met her BHAG. So I forgot to do that. So congratulations. So what a BHAG is your big, hairy, audacious goal. So every month you have like your goal, whatever you would like your goal to be. And then we're going to stretch it, and that becomes your BHAG goal. So for example, my goal is $6,000 with a stretch goal of $7,200. So I'm not going to impose that goal on you because that's not your goal, right?
That's right.
Okay, so like Alexis, who's not here tonight, works like 80,000 hours a week, and her goal is just to submit one show every month. So your goal, everybody's goals are different. So that's what that little piece of paper over there is for you, and everybody gets to fill one out if you haven't already. And it can be based on your number of shows you want to do, and then we'll kind of figure out what your average is to figure out what the sales are, because everybody has sales. That's the one thing we all have in common, is it equivalates to a dollar amount. So we'll help you figure that out. All right, next up is we're going for a streak. We're going streaking. Everybody head to the quad. We're going streaking. No, I'm just kidding. We had 26 consultants that were active in the month of August. And look at everybody going for the streak. Ruth and Louise are still holding that top center square. They have been active for 8 months in a row. Cheryl is right behind them, and only because she didn't join in early enough in January to submit. Okay, that is the only reason. Heather is right behind, and Heather couldn't be here tonight. She's coaching T-ball. And she's got 2 shows going on right now. She told me today. We got Liz, Jen, and Kurt with 5, or Laura, Jen, and Kurt, and everybody else creeping up behind. So way to go! Go for the streak, because we definitely want to go streaking. And then looking ahead to September and October. So we still have a lot of, okay, today's only the 10th, guys, right? We still have 2/3 of the month way to go. So we still got a couple things. So one is our Green by 15 goal, 20 consultants Green by 15, and I will have a cash drawing. You're going to get there? We're going to get there. All right, so we're going to see, like I usually check it. I'll check it probably tomorrow to see how many we've gotten, and I'll keep track of it, start updating you guys daily now that we're past the 10th. We want everyone to be green by the end of the month, because every single person is an essential piece of the Paper Chef Performance Fireworks puzzle. Our September goals are 27,063 parties. Last year we did almost 25 and 54 parties. So I'm thinking that we could probably hit that. And we had 30 active consultants. We want to hit our team recruiting goal of 6 new team members because they're going to get the free blender when they qualify. Who doesn't want that? Last September, guys, we had 18 new consultants. So it was the month that we had the $40 kit. $30 kit? $30 kit because you joined them. Yes. So I won't set my hopes to 18, but I want to beat 6. Okay, so let's go for 6. And then we want all director teams to try to be green by 15 and have at least 5,000 in team sales. All right, and then this is what you're going to get out your phone and you're going to text me. So if you don't have my number, you can text us. And Sarah, you can text it to me and to Linda at the same time. And you're going to put in your what you want your personal number of parties to be. So if your goal is 2, if your goal is 4, if your goal is, it can't be a half number, it has to be a whole number. And then what you want those personal sales to equal. So if you're not really sure, on average, I would say a virtual party on average right now is about 400. And then, like I know for me personally, my cooking shows are up to 7 or 8. If you only do virtual, you may know your party average a little bit better. I have to look at mine because I have different averages. All right, so you're going to send me that. And then the number of people that you want to help them change their life with this Paper Chef opportunity. So it's 3 numbers. And none of them can be 0. Cheryl.
Pretty simple.
Or half numbers.
Or half numbers. They have to be whole numbers greater than 0. Greater than 1.
About 0.7. I plan to recruit 0.75 people.
I have your shawls on the car. Just
Thanks. All right, so looking forward to October. We have actually a lot of things in October that we don't normally have every month when we do this section of the meeting planner. So we have Heritage Month, which I don't even know much about that yet. We have our Help With Cancer. So remember, we changed this summer from Help With Cancer being pink items to being something that's more universal that is for all cancers. So when they did the campaign in May, all the money went to was Hope Lodge. And there are like 12 or 15 of them in the US or whatever. And then the other thing product wise is Enrichables. And then we have definitely our holidays coming up. So the Enrichables, anybody gotten any yet? Gotten yours? If you went to conference, got them? All right. So when you went to conference, you got this little box. Okay. And you got, it's like a double box that you got 6 packs of each. I put kale in dinner on Friday night or Sunday night. The kids had no idea. They were fighting over the leftovers. You might have seen my post yesterday. And I did ask my son today, did you have a really good bowel movement because of this? That's a little TMI, but you know, it's fiber. And then this is our first thing ever that we have as a subscription. Okay, so this is something that's going to change, is that so that, you know, in the past, if you've been around a while, you had to have at least 150 to not fall off the Paper Chef radar. Now that number has changed to $20. Okay, you're not considered active until you submit at least 150, but you won't fall off, at least if you have $20. And 1 subscription a month would keep you as a consultant forever if you wanted to. Forever. So what happens is your customers can sign up for a subscription. They pay shipping the first time, and then after that, shipping is free. Okay, and they can either pick the kale or the kale fiber or the pea protein, and yes, or they pick both, and it's like 49. Okay, so I think that might be on another slide. Let me look. Oh, no. Okay. So there is, if you haven't already been to Dash where they talk about this, go and do a little some of this. And I said in August, we were getting ready for new products, that we really wouldn't focus on this until now, because we needed to like focus on the new products and getting to know them. So now I'll start pulling the information on this to post on the team page so you guys can have this. But what's really cool is the kale is like adding 2 cups of kale and 8 grams of fiber per packet to whatever you're doing. So I added all that to our pasta the other night. And then the protein, the pea protein is 10 grams of protein per pack. So not that I would suggest you just open this up and like BC powder it, kind of like that. I would suggest mixing it in something. But if you're doing a smoothie or a pasta sauce, there's actually kale in the dish that we haven't even tried yet because it's been sitting in my quick cooker since you guys got here. But I'm pretty excited about this. And so you as a consultant can do your own subscription and earn your commission on your own subscription. So that's a really big thing. And I thought too, like if you're doing cooking shows, when you mail that host packet out, put a packet in there. so that she can use it before you get there. And then she can attest to, did her family even notice? You know, you do have to be careful with the kale. It does turn things green. So like with my pasta, the kids didn't notice that the pasta sauce was maybe a little bit more brown than red. But I put it in me a smoothie and it turned the smoothie kind of like it had spinach in it. Have you ever had a spinach smoothie or something? So just be mindful of that the color, but the pea protein is yellow peas. So it's a lighter in color. All right. And then, so coming up in October, we talked about this a few minutes ago, is that the guest special is the round stone or the pizza cutter. And I think it's still $80, right?
Both $20 products now.
Yeah. So they're, okay, there you go. 20. Yeah, both $20 value. And then the blender is still going to be on sale in October. That was super sweet of them. And also, if you looked, November is any one product at 60% off. So it's really on sale 3 months in a row. Stop it. Stupid cat's eating my food. All right, so you guys ready for some raffles?
Yeah.
All right. So here's what we'll end our recording for you guys. Thank you so much for being,
Before we end,
yes. I'm
I
trying
want
to,
go back to shout out September.
okay. Yes, that's right. Okay, hold on. Where's my in show? There. Try this again.
One is 12, 15 cents. Ready to pounce because you have to get your free kit. Thanks.
Let me stop the screen share so that everybody will be big again.
All on the Zoom tonight.
We had Gia and Bree and Liz and Danny and let me see. Let me put it back on gallery view. Somebody has dropped off because there was more than this. Yeah, Stacy Coleman's on. She's not feeling well. She was afraid to get anybody sick.
Gia got the baby.
Gia's got her little baby, her little dude. Hey, what's going on, dude? All right, and I'm sorry, for whatever reason on my TV, it makes it small instead of like this. All right, so let me turn this over to Casey. Can you see Casey?
So Tiffany touched on a hashtag shout out September. Grace Bott has come up with the idea of just getting more interaction on our team pages. You know, our team pages are kind of like our lifeline, you know, and we all hate it when there's crickets. It's so much more enjoyable when everyone's on there, everyone's chit-chatting, everyone's sharing ideas. You know, like I shared the cut and steal.
Yes, that was awesome.
Like, here's my verbiage. I stole it from somebody else. Mary's like,
Yep.
can I steal this from you? I'm like, girl,
Yep.
I stole it from someone
I
else.
stole it too.
I said, just tweak it a little bit. That
How
way
many
we all
posts
end
did
up
I see on my
Facebook
news
channel.
line after everybody posted it?
So anyways, we're going to do shout out September, and you know, we have to keep track of our own shout outs. So hashtag shout out Laura, hashtag shout out Wendy, hashtag shout out Sarah. And that way when you, at the end of the month, when Tiffany wants to do a drawing for, we haven't even decided what we're going to do.
No, I'm gonna have to get creative on that.
We haven't decided on what is.
I mean, I have an extra
how you're
blender. I have a
you're
quick
gonna-
cooker. I have some skillets. I mean,
Yeah, so there's some big items on the line for shout out September and
Challenge accepted.
Cheryl's all about that.
So
Mary,
a couple months ago, because I missed the August meeting, I wasn't able to reward the person that won the hashtag in July, which was Mary. Mary, what were we doing in July? We were doing a hashtag something. I can't even remember what it was. But
I don't even know.
But Mary was all over it.
Okay.
And Mary won from us a brand new quick cooker.
Woo woo!
So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
So you never know what is on the line for Shout Out September. So make sure that y'all are interactive on it, and you yourself can earn a nice big old prize like this.
I know. Don't you like big boxes? I like big boxes, and I cannot lie. Yes. All right.
So that's what we've got.
All right, awesome. So make sure you go on the team page. Everyone who is here virtually and physically, when we're wrapped up, go up there and put that you attended the team meeting. That's a do and tell. So hashtag do and tell, you're at the team meeting, and takeaway. So if you tell me that you just listened to something, I'm going to ask you what was your takeaway, because I want to know that you actually did it. All right, so make sure you go on there and you share that, and we will catch you guys at the next team meeting, or actually Zoom. Happy Half Hour is next Monday. All right, bye guys. Let me hit stop.
Hi, Liz. I was in charge.